urgent need.
Sorry, I did not say I did not take the amendment. All I said is that he's moving the motion. So whatever he's saying in the course of moving the motion, that he would like you in the course of debate to turn into urgent or late coordination, he should do so. The major thing is that he has the floor. After that, somebody will second the motion, and then we'll decide whether we are debating or not. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Urgent need for the improvement of coordination and synergy between Nigerian security forces and agencies to help strengthen and win the fight against insecurity in the nation. The Senate knows that the contemporary security landscape in Nigeria poses unprecedented challenges that outstrip the protective capabilities of any security agency alone. Therefore, the fight against insurgency and other novel security crises requires the collaboration of all the relevant security agencies and ministries, departments, and agencies. Also notes that Nigeria has various security agencies aside the Armed Forces of Nigeria and the Nigeria Police Force. These include the Nigeria Customs Service, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Nigerian Correctional Service, Nigeria Immigration Service, Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency, National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, and other authorized civilian task forces. Additionally, Nigeria has other key security services that oversee both internal and external threats: the Department of State Service, the Defense Intelligence Agency, and the National Intelligence Agency. Aware that Nigeria faces numerous simultaneous security crises. These include the Boko Haram in the northeast, the activities of bandits and kidnappers in the northwest, the activities of gunmen in the southeast and south-south, and other forms of criminality like armed robbery, herders, farmers clashes, and cross-border crimes. Informed about the kidnapping of Major General R.C. Duru, retired in Owerri, Imo State, on 27th September 2023 by members of IPOB, and the overall nefarious acts of the proscribed outfits, and the much touted unknown gunmen in the eastern part of the country. Reports that on the 3rd of October 2023, at least 5 people were killed and some others injured when bandits attacked the Ongwar Dankali community in Zaria local government area of Kaduna State. Also informed about the fact that troops of Operation Safe Haven and Operation Hakorin Damisa 4 from 9 to 16th October 2023 neutralized bandits and armed robbers and arrested 59 suspects in connection with kidnapping, armed robbery, cattle rustling, railway vandalism, gun running, illegal mining, as well as recovered arms and ammunition and illicit drugs. Gathered from the Punch newspaper on the 18th of October 2023, that no fewer than 50 people, including a district head, women and children, have been abducted, while 3 others were reportedly killed in an attack by bandits in Bagega, a mining village in Zamfara State. Worried that just recently on the 20th of October 2023, bandits in their numbers raided Damusa town in Katsina State, the headquarters of Damusa local government area, killing 7 people and injuring 10 people, and kidnapped a yet to be a certain number of people. Furthermore, the bandits also attacked the people of Uruma, Tamawa, and Dattawa villages in Kurfi local government, killing people and rustling cattle. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, just last week, about 8 villages were attacked in Katsina Southern Senatorial Zone, in Musawa and Matazu local governments. over 26 people were killed, 30 were abducted, 37 were injured, and over 20 cows were roasted. Cognizant of the fact that the primary focus of security agencies should be directed at making Nigeria safe, the insecurity in Nigeria can only be tackled if all security agencies and parastatals that play key roles in national security work in synergy under a centralized command structure to ensure that the country is highly secured. This cooperative effort reinforces the interdependence and interrelatedness of Nigerian security agencies. Accordingly, the Senate resolves to commend the security forces and agencies in Nigeria for the ongoing efforts made in fighting all forms of insecurity in the country. Urge the various security agencies in Nigeria, both military and paramilitary, to improve and enhance their interoperational synergy and coordination for the effective and holistic tackling of the various types of insecurity plaguing the nation. To develop a national security policy document outlining the framework for an improved and streamlined synergy and coordination between the various security agencies, and to embark on joint training to enhance their capabilities and effectiveness in dealing with all forms of security challenges bedeviling our dear nation. Mr. President,
Okay, point of order.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Karimi Sunday. I represent Kogi West. I come under Order 61. Senator Yar'Adua is my good friend. I just wanted him to finish reading his motion. Order 61 says, it shall be out of order to make a motion or move an amendment dealing with the subject matter of a bill or other order of the day appointed for consideration. He amended the heading of his motion. This order does not allow that. He amended, you amended the, excuse me, I'm talking about a point of order. You cannot change the subject, you cannot change this is the order of the day. And what is in the order of the day is the improvement of coordination and synergy between Nigerian security forces and agencies to help strengthen and win the fight against insecurity in the nation. But he changed that. He did that.
Point.
thank you.
For bringing it out this time where the people that we represent are yearning for security, for them to sleep with their two eyes closed. The era and time of security fighting within themselves is gone. Times when you see military fighting the police people, or police versus civil defense, or army versus customs, it interacts and it discourages the coordination of security in Nigeria. And I want to urge our colleague to look at this motion with all seriousness and importance because of the people and even ourselves in the highways we are traveling, so that we should advise the security, and if it is possible, let them bring themselves together and see the reason why they should work together, why they should advise themselves together to lead, to have very good idea, very timing, to protect the people that we are representing, and to make security their primary assignment, where governments are paying them for. Just 2 weeks ago, Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, we have just approved a supplementary budget for the executive arm of government. And looking at the security, the supplementary budget, 80% of the finances and the fund has been channeled to the security agencies in this country alone. On this time and on this note, I want my colleagues under the leadership of Mr. President to see the sagacious where we should support this motion and ask the security to be out and doing to protect the people who are presented. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, I so submit.
We are living in very hard times, and it is important to believe every one of us is threatened security-wise. Mr. President, gone are those days when we hear security challenges from in the northeast, in the north-central states of Niger and Benue, in the northern western states of Zamfara and Sokoto. Today, Mr. President, as we speak, the only area that is secure in Nigeria that go out and sleep with their eyes closed is probably the villa. Every part of this country, people are apprehensive. Just 2 days ago, sir, just 2 days ago, in Kubwa, the in-law of Jeribe was kidnapped. Payment paid. After the payment, they killed the man. Just 2 days ago, Senator Jeribe's in-law. And that has been the story, sir, of everywhere in this country. And this is about the 9th attempted motion on security only in the last 4 months. Sir, we can't continue to keep on rendering motions one after the other. Ibn Yar'Adua himself, this is about his 3rd motion on the issue of security. And that's why we created a committee of compliance. What has happened to the resolutions of the National Assembly? But knowing the kind of terrain we have, and for one, I'm not accusing the present administration of any dereliction. They have inherited a very bad liabilities, as of course canvassed by everyone that knows what he's doing. Sir, 3 months ago, under your leadership, we sat here and screened the service chiefs. And we extracted commitment from them. Okay, sir.
Yes, point of order.
Mr. President, very distinguished senators, I stand pursuant to Order 8 of 3 to...
We, under your leadership here, screen the service chiefs. And amongst other things that we have agreed with them, we have extracted commitment that from time to time, we need to invite them where there are issues. Sir, there is no better time now than now to recall these service chiefs together with the Inspector General of Police. Sir, as I speak to you, there is no constituency, one senatorial constituency or federal constituencies that have no issues that has to do with security. And like I said, now this is the 9th attempt to deal with these security issues. What do we need to do going further, sir? It is, in my opinion, imbibe the security chiefs and the Inspector General of Police and the National Security Advisor before the Senate at a closed session and bring out all the motions via a boards and proceedings and inform them of the specifics like being enumerated by Senator Yar'Adua and many other of our colleagues. Sir, unless we try to do something different and tell them and ask them questions, what is their problem? This is what is happening in the nation. Why are we not getting improvement? Why are we, is it about funding? Is it about personnel? Is it about logistics? What is it? What is the problem? Sir, if you go around this city, by 12 o'clock at night, run down the city, you will never see one policeman. After 12, one policeman. Everybody goes home by 12. Everybody. And you know we're politicians, so we do our things usually at night. And you go there, and you know you are on your own. You know you are on your own. That is within the metropolis here. But you cannot even venture to go to Kubwa or Gwarimpa by 10 o'clock. You call Uber, they will tell you they are not going there. Sir, we can't continue like this. So my suggestion is that in our prayer, as good as this motion is, we need to do some other things differently. When the time for prayers come, I want to make an amendment to this thing. But it is a very, very disturbing phenomenon. And Nigerians are looking at us. They can't see the president. They can't see the governors. They see us. We are everything to them. So I think it is important that some of these informations are here. But it's also important, sir, the committee of compliance that we have created to be given the wherewithal, sir, to be able to follow all these motions. We can't make motion and then just keep them. And when tomorrow comes, there is no synergy between what we pass and what we are going to do. So the committee of compliance, sir, should be able to be empowered to follow all this up to the villa, up to the Inspector General of Police, National Security Advisor, service chiefs, so that by the time we have some of this situation, we just call him, what have you done this far? And then we'll get these answers. Thank you very much, sir.
As a statement more, they were able to follow it up until it was stopped, and so many others. And when this chamber made a resolution that people should be treated in hospitals with gun wounds, whether or not they have police reports, the IGP of police accordingly issued directives to that effect that all gunshot victims should be treated, but report made to the police, but they must be treated in order to save their lives. That wasn't the case before. People were just allowed to die in hospitals, whether they were victims or whether they were the culprits. So I think that most of our resolutions are being obeyed and adhered to, and the Committee on Compliance is already doing a great job. They just finished a fantastic retreat which was well attended, and they've enumerated what they are going to do for the year. Yeah, the next thing we need to do is to do exactly what we have just said, empower them so that they will be able to follow up on all our resolutions. Some of the items you have said, some of the issues you brought up are issues that we can put in the amendment to the prayers. And is there anybody here who is opposed to this motion? No. Okay, so we go to the prayers. Accordingly, commend the security forces and agencies in Nigeria for the ongoing efforts made in fighting all forms of insecurity in the country. Those who are in support of prayer won't say aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it. Urge the various security agencies in Nigeria, both military and paramilitary, to improve and enhance their inter-operational synergy and coordination for the effective and holistic tackling of the various types of insecurity plaguing the nation. Develop a national security policy document outlining the framework for an improved and streamlined synergy. So let's take it one by one. Prayer 2A, improve and enhance their inter-operational synergy and coordination for the effective and holistic tackling of the various types of insecurity plaguing the nation. Those in support of prayer 2, sub A, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Sub B, develop a national security policy document outlining the framework for an improved and streamlined synergy and coordination between the various security agencies. Those who are in support of sub B say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Sub C, embark on joint training to enhance their capabilities and effectiveness in dealing with all forms of security challenges bedeviling our dear nation. Those who are in support of this joint training say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Yes, Senator Dengi, additional prayer.